Hello everybody and welcome to the Fancy Sip Review. Today on the Fancy Sip Review I'm going to be trying another THC infused beverage. This drink is going to be the Ayrloom Up Lemonade, and Ayrloom, if you did not know, is the THC product line that comes from Central New York based apple orchard Beacon Skiff. Beacon Skiff has other beverages on the market, including ciders that you can buy in grocery stores, as well as alcoholic ciders under the name 1911, which takes its name from when the company, or the apple orchard, originally came out in 1911. Once New York State legalized marijuana recreationally, they were one of the first products on the market to start selling these drinks, as well as obviously selling flour, but the Fancy Sipper is reviewing beverages. In the past, I have reviewed every single Beacon Skiff product, well, every single Ayrloom product, I should say, and I wasn't the biggest fan of their seltzers. I understand that with different generations, different products sell more. Nobody's really buying Alco Pops or Four Loko type beverages, and the market moved more towards seltzers. So once recreational marijuana came out, every single company that was selling a drink went the seltzer route. The one thing that I can say about Beacon Skiff that worked in their favor is, up until now, they're still the only company that has sweetened THC drinks. They have a lemonade, obviously. They have a vanilla Coke as well as a apple cider. And all of those drinks are pretty good. I don't think that the vanilla Coke is as good as the cider or the lemonade, but, you know, they took a chance. I don't think it was that bad. So in the past, I do think that the best THC drink that I've reviewed so far has been the Ayrloom Lemonade. The one negative that I had with the product is at $5, the 1-to-1 ratio, 5 milligrams of THC to 5 milligrams of CBD, was kind of a waste of money, honestly. You can get for $30, you can get 100 milligrams of THC, and in the gummy industry, everybody caps out at 100. I'm pretty sure that's a New York State law, because, I mean, obviously everybody would just be increasing the THC amount. At this point, all they can really do is come up with tasty flavors at 10 milligrams, the cap serving size. And, you know, the only negative, as I've said, has been the THC content. Now that they've reached the cap of 10 milligrams by doubling the original, I'm excited to see if this tastes as good as it did when it originally came out. So that's everything about the product. The can itself is pretty boring, I have to say. They still are going with that flat art design, which every tech company does, and it really makes you miss back in the 90s when companies had their own individual personality, not this Google front page design. But this is what the can looks like. If I can get myself out of this. As you can see, it is a yellow flat art design with the sun in what looks like a hot air balloon. It says Ayrloom Up as opposed to Ayrloom, like it originally said. And now it's showing the 2-to-1 ratio of THC and CBD. It's the front of the can on this side of the can. It's just a bunch of warnings telling you not to give this to pets or children, or, you know, what they legally have to say. Here is the QR code in which you scan it to get the actual lab information of what is in this. The one thing that's different with THC products comparatively to alcoholic drinks is, if you're to buy, say, a Four Loko, you know you're getting 13.9% alcohol. When you buy these, You have to look at what the expiration date on the drink is, scan the QR code, and see what's actually in the product. Sometimes you're getting more than 10 milligrams, sometimes you're getting less. Finally, here's the nutrition facts on this drink, which I will read out. So, in this drink, you are getting 12 ounces of lemonade, 170 calories. There's 5 milligrams of sodium. There's 44 grams of carbohydrates, 16%. 43 grams of sugar with an included 40 grams of sugar. You're getting 10 milligrams of calcium, 320 milligrams of potassium, which is only 7%. The processing type is ethanol extraction. It says to only drink one of these, see how you feel, and maybe try another one. The ingredients in this drink are filtered water, sugar, lemon juice concentrate, natural flavors, cannabis extract, potassium sorbate preservative, and ascorbic acid. So that's everything about the company. That's everything about the Fancy Sipper reviewing these in the past. Let's see if this tastes as good as the original Ayrloom lemonade, or if the higher THC percentage makes this more of a skunky tasting drink. So without even smelling this, I am smelling a very strong lemon concentrated smell. It smells like one of those weird little lemon or lime looking things that you squeeze into a glass of water or something to get that concentrated lemon or lime taste. Oh yeah, this smells very lemony. You can really smell the concentrated lemon smell. It smells very good. I mean, like I've said, the Ayrloom line of drinks is probably, I think Ayrloom sells what is the best THC beverages. I do think in terms of branding and marketing, Tune is probably the best because they're targeting millennials with their MySpace design. What Ayrloom is showing with their branding is that they're more in lines with just the status quo, which, I don't know, it is what it is. The 1911 line has the same issue with branding. Beacon Skiff really plays it safe, which is weird. If you were to go to Beacon Skiff and listen to music at their venue, they're bringing in 90s and 2000s emo bands. So you think that they would be going for the millennials like Tune was, but I don't know. This is what you're getting in terms of the advertising and marketing. But let's see how this tastes. That's the most important thing in reviewing a beverage. So in the mouthfeel, this is pretty much just lemonade. A very tasty lemonade. It isn't much more skunky as I thought it was going to be with doubling the amount of THC. This just tastes like a lemonade that has a bit of sour tartness at the end of it. In terms of the mouthfeel, this doesn't taste obviously like a flavored malt beverage in which it kind of tastes gross. It doesn't have any of that artificial taste if you were to be drinking a sugar-free soda. And I mean, it tells with the amount of sugar in this drink. One of the things that's interesting with the THC beverage industry is they're really going for that health conscious aspect with most of these companies coming out with seltzers as opposed to flavored beverages. It's very interesting to me as this is THC, this isn't alcohol, and the effects are going to take about an hour to even feel it. So you think the people drinking this would, want something tasty? They're going to be waiting anyways for the effects. It's really, you could just drink a seltzer after drinking this. So I don't know. I've never heard of them making flavorless gummies that you can eat, and it's always just the beverages. And the THC beverage industry doesn't really exist because obviously, if you're going to be buying this in edible form, it's going to be a gummy. I paid $5 for this, and for $5, I could have gotten a lot more of the THC. But in terms of the taste, this is a very delicious lemonade, which is impressive for an apple orchard to come out with a lemonade that's this good. I think that the lemonade that I've had from Ayrloom was better than their cider, which is interesting, but I think some people would probably like the cider more. Cider is more of a drink that you could have warm or cold. This you're obviously going to want it cold. This is what the drink looks like. It looks just like a lemonade. It has a yellow look to it. It's just water, lemon, and sugar. It's really nothing unique to this. The taste is very good. I'll give this a big sip instead of the small little nurse in the beverage sips. Maybe if you drink it a little bit faster, you're getting a very, 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 very small amount of skunkiness to it, but that's just me looking to nitpick this. Honestly, I think this tastes just as good, if not better, than the original Ayrloom lemonade. I can't really find any negatives outside of the cost of this. $5 for 10 milligrams is kind of insane. Is you can buy the generic AFs and get no CBD, but $20 for 100 milligrams. Or even honestly paying $30 for 100 milligrams of Ayrloom's gummies. I know that they have to pay more money because of the way that they have to use the ethanol and they have to, bottle it and all of that. But yeah, I mean, this is still by far the gold star of the THC beverages in New York. I think that all of their sweetened drinks are very good. I would prefer to buy these over anything else. I do think that Tune's branding and advertising is still better than Ayrloom, but in terms of the actual product, which is what people actually care about, Ayrloom is still they're the best of the best when it comes to these THC-infused beverages. So what will the fancy sipper give the Ayrloom lemonade? Well, the Ayrloom Up lemonade. I'm going to be giving the Ayrloom Up lemonade a 10 out of 10. I know that, the cost is the major issue that I'm going with still, but I'm reviewing this based on only the drink itself. I'm not reviewing this based on the can. I think the can is kind of generic, but in terms of what's in the can, it's what's inside of the person that matters, not how they look. This is the best drink that I've had that has THC in it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've learned a lot. I've been the Fancy Sipper, and cheers.